everyone, my name is Kelly and today we're going to be talking about advice that I'd give to community college students. I was a community college student myself. I actually studied at East Los Angeles Community College for 2 years as a biology major. This fall, I'm going to be going to UC San Diego as a human bio major. There's a whole bunch of things to look forward to and I really hope that you find this content useful. Without further ado, let's begin. My number one advice to all community college students is to plan ahead. There are so many things going on, you're not going to be able to remember everything on the top of your head. So you need to understand when you need to turn in certain payments, when you need to apply for classes. They're all scheduled. You need to go on their website or you need to go do your own research to find out when your community college needs certain things. You guys also need to understand how to use your online accounts as well, because that is where majority of your classes are going to be selected, withdrawn, all your grades are going to be on there. It is so important to have this plan in order to successfully transfer to the school that you want. With that said, you also have to understand that the school that you want to transfer to also have their set of requirements as well. For me, I'm a biology student, and if I want to go to, let's say, UCLA or UC San Diego, they all have different math requirements, biology requirements, chemistry requirements, and you have to fulfill most of them to even apply for those schools. So you have to understand when you need to take classes. And I think that's super important, because if you don't schedule out your classes well, you're not going to do well either. You also need to take account that your community college might have their own set of requirements for you to complete their courses, and you have to take account to the school that you want to apply to. So it is very important that you start being organized now. Enrollment times, how you have to pay things. The best way to organize everything is to use a Google Sheets and set daily reminders when you need to get things done. My Google Sheets, I have a whole bunch of lists of things that I need to do and the dates that are due. I have a checklist of classes that I need to complete, in progress. Everything is there. Everything is organized, and I can just simply look at this Google Sheets and I can tell what I'm missing. Or when I started in community college, I couldn't understand how to get the hold off of my account because I guess the transcripts weren't there or I didn't pay a certain fee. It was just so messy and I couldn't go through my semesters like that. My second advice for you guys is to apply for your free things. In community college in California, you have free tuition for 2 years. That is extremely amazing. You get to max out your units by going to the classes that you need to take for when you transfer, and guess what? They're all paid for. So not only do you get the 2 years free, you will also get incentives. When I was in community college, I joined my first year experience program, got $100 for cafeteria credit, so I ate sandwiches for like an entire semester, and the next semester I got $150 book credit. It was really nice because my financial aid didn't cover for community college. I know a lot of students who do have financial aid from the government as well as the 2-year free tuition. It's so amazing, and if you join the first year experience program, you get incentives as well. I know that I encouraged my sister to join the first year experience center and she came home with a new Chromebook. It's a great opportunity for you guys to take advantage of. That's the one main reason why students want to go to community college, is because of the low cost or little to no cost of attending all these classes in your first 2 years. I want to speak about textbooks and other resources. You can find textbooks online. Like, just go type in the textbook, online PDF, and it should show up. If it doesn't, don't worry, because there are some other sites. If it's like an older book, it will pop up. But if it's a newer version of a book, chances are it might not be on there. And there are great places to find like reduced price books or maybe free books. You just have to go online and go to those forums that have. So community colleges, sometimes the students will band together and they will sell books within each other. So I think it's a great idea if you guys join those forums to like trade books or buy and sell from each other. There's also the library resource. School opens up, you can check out a book for the semester. If you join MESA, they have a book loan program. You can actually get your calculus book from there too. So I did not pay for calculus books, I did not pay for biology books, chemistry books. I either have PDFs of them or I borrowed from all these organizations because I don't see a need for me to keep buying books and leaving it in my house. Although a lot of people may say that they will use it later on to study for tests that require you to have knowledge of these things, but I have my notebooks, so I'm fine with my notes. You can also access these online by the time you take these tests. I'll leave the links below to give you some guidance on where to start finding these free resources. My third advice to you guys is to apply for TAG, T-A-G. It stands for Transfers Admissions Guarantee, and it means that when you apply to a UC school and you tag that school, but if everything checks out, you are guaranteed to get into that school. I think a lot of people don't know what that is, and I think it's an amazing opportunity for you guys to apply to the school of your choice. Not all schools are on the TAG program. When you guys look online, I'll drop the link below, you just apply, just regular application, just like you would apply for school when you were in high school. $70 per application, and you, as long as you take all the coursework, all the course required work, and whatever your community college offers, the general education there, if everything checks out, you can be guaranteed to the school of your choice. I picked Santa Barbara. I also just tagged Santa Barbara because they have a good biology program. I just applied to Santa Barbara and I actually got in. It's a great opportunity for students who really want to go into a school and they really want like a net for their school and to guarantee themselves to get in. I think this is a great program for you guys, so I hope you guys check it out. I'll leave the link below. My fourth tip for you guys is to find the right help. You really want to know things right away. If you keep asking the wrong people, they're obviously going to give you the wrong answers. From my experience, I went to like the Welcome Center to find how to get my high school transcript. Then they told me to go to financial aid. Then they told me to go to some other center, then some other center, then some other center, then some other center. And it turns out none of them were helpful. So you really have to be asking the right questions. You have to understand where you're going to find the help. Counselors. Counselors are so important because they're the ones who give you advice on what you need to take, what you need to complete in order to keep on track. Not all counselors are good. When I say finding the right help is important, I really mean it. When I went to community college, I went to the general counseling. They told me to complete some random courses in like English, social science, even though I told them I wanted to be a biology major in my next school. They just focused on the regular coursework. They didn't focus on what I needed to do. They didn't tell me about assist. They didn't tell me about any of these programs. They just told me in order to get out, in order to graduate, you need to take these classes. However, I wasn't there to just graduate. I was there to transfer to another school. So later on, I found my beautiful counselors in MESA, and they told me that there's actually a system of how I'm supposed to take my classes. So I'm supposed to take the requirements from the general education requirements as well as my major requirements. So I was able to space everything out within 2 years. If I didn't seek out their help, I would not be done in 2 years. So you really need to see the people that you need. My fifth and last advice for this video is to tell you guys to seek out extracurricular activities. It is so important that you guys are active in your community to not only show that you are a great student, not only are excelling in academics, you are doing amazing things in your community. So I recommend looking at clubs, I recommend looking outside of your school. What I did was I helped out in the Monterey Park Hospital. I was their volunteer for like 1.5 years. What I also did was I helped in my high school. I was their chaperone, youngest chaperone there. I also helped in my Chinatown community because I was part of the Miss LA Chinatown program. I also did one activity on campus. It was Roots of STEM, and I really enjoyed helping them out with their publicity work. I like their mission statement as well. So I recommend to do something that you guys like, what you guys enjoy. Don't do something that you think other people will enjoy. What do universities want? No, you want to do something that you enjoy. It's going to reflect who you are. I enjoy my orchestra and my band, so I will go back to my high school to help out, and that's what I did for 2 years. I'm their secretary, so if they need minutes, I'm there. I also did the Monterey Park Hospital because I really wanted to gain like hospital experience as a pre-PA. It's a great opportunity. It's close by, it's really close to my school, so I just had to drive there for like a couple minutes, stay there for 2 hours, and then leave. It was amazing. Helping out in South Chinatown, I helped with like community work, usually on Saturday and Sundays because that's when we're all free. It was really fun to like help out all these organizations, and I actually learned a lot about Chinatown and the Chinese American community in Los Angeles. These are the main 5 advice that I'd give to community college students. So I leave you guys with these 5 tips for today, and I want you guys to comment down below if you find these tips helpful. Give it a like, share, and I really hope to continue making these videos. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!